So, there's some things I just really wanted to vent and kind of share. Um, those of you who know me, who have known me for a while anyway, know that I've lived with panic anxiety disorder for the past 4 years now. I've suffered major panic attacks and have basically been incapable of taking part in large social events like concerts and that kind of thing. Well, today I went to the fair for the first time in Perry with my boyfriend, and we were there for probably about 5.5 hours, and I had no incidents. There was no panic. There was no, oh my God, I'm gonna die. That there just were no thoughts of anxiety the whole time that I was there. And, it's just a really major thing, because, to be honest, I had kind of given up hope that I was ever going to get better. I had accepted defeat. I had accepted the fact that, this is it. This is it for me. This is my life, and this is what my life is going to be until the day I die. I had accepted the fact that I was never going to be able to do what I love. I was never going to be able to go to a concert or a party ever again. And I had just kind of given up on myself. Well, 2 months ago, due to some financial issues, I went off my medication. And I have not been back on it since. Scared the crap out of me. I guess I kind of viewed my medication as a security blanket. It was something that helped to regulate my emotions and my mental status. And I know that some people would say, well, you shouldn't become dependent on drugs or whatever, but like it or not, that was one of the only things that helped me. And it helped a lot. And the fact that I knew I wasn't going to have my medication anymore was terrifying. And here I am 2 months later, and I've had one major incident since I went off my medication. And I've been seeing small improvements, and I acknowledged them, and I am thankful for them. But I think I still had that depressed mind state of, this is as good as it gets. Things are never going to be the way they were before. And when Josh invited me to go to the fair this year, I said yes, but everything in me was screaming no. This is a bad idea. You're gonna land your butt in the hospital. But I decided to try it, and I did it. 5.5 hours with hundreds of strangers and loud noises and pretty much everything that I can possibly think of that has ever triggered my panic attacks. and I was fine, you know, I could breathe, and I was okay. And it made me realize I am okay, you know, I'm gonna be okay. And up until tonight, I had accepted the fact that this was gonna be my life. And that terrified me because I didn't know what kind of life that's gonna be. And, you know, I know to some people going to the fair is not a big deal. You know, going to a party is not a big deal. And I envy you that. I really do. And I just, as we were walking out of the fair tonight, you know, we're walking the 3 miles, you know, mile and a half, more like it, but, you know, walking out of the fair to the car, it just kind of hit me, you know. I never thought that I would be able to do that kind of thing again. And now I know that I can. And I want to speak out to my other friends with anxiety and with panic attacks and these kind of issues. And I want you to know that there is still hope. I know how hard it can be to hang on to that in the midst of everything. And how sometimes giving up just seems like the easiest choice. But hang on. You know, hang on. There's always hope. I am learning that as long as I have breath in my body, there will always be hope, and I will always hang on to that. And I know now that my anxiety doesn't define who I am, and it's not going to control how I live my life. You know, I'm making it. I'm not just surviving, I'm living, and I am so happy. You know, I'm allowing myself to be happy again. And I don't know, I know I'm rambling, but I really just said all that to say that if you are dealing with anxiety or have dealt with anxiety, just hang in there. You know, anxiety doesn't have to be a death sentence. You can come back from it. So, I just wanted to get that off my chest, I guess.